and welcome back to another video. This is a really awkward position, but we're just gonna have to work with it. So my rat's over there, and that's what this video is going to kind of be about. So basically I'm going to be telling you, sorry the title was kind of confusing, but I'm going to be telling you some products that are normally for like different animals, or like sold as things for different animals other than rats, but that I still use for my rats. So again, sorry if that was confusing, but I mean, you might get it soon when I kind of explain it more. But yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with is actually meant for like dogs or small dogs, and that is these chew toy thing, or toys for dogs. I use these for my rats. I actually have two. There's one that's this size, the smaller one. I use it more often because it's just smaller, and then there's the bigger one. So the bigger one looks like this, and it's like just a bigger version of this. There's like more knots to it. As you can see, this one is chewed up more because I put it in their cage more often. I don't think they really like this one as much because I think it's a little like intimidating. I don't really know. It's just, I don't know. I've used it before, but they're not as big as a fan of it as this one. These are I use to put in the cage. This can be just as a chew toy because it's so small, but this I sometimes use as like a rope. I hang it up in the corner of the cage and they can like climb on it, and it's just a little like climbing thing. Hi little girl. Hi, you want a treat? There you go. Okay, so the next thing I use is, dang, your nails are long. Oh. Oh my god. She's tickling my stomach. Oh my god, okay. Okay, so the next thing I use is this little, oh, you're going on the bed now, that's great. Is this little water thing, and this is usually meant for birds. That's Cherry, by the way. Blossom is down there now, so, oh, she's out now. I'm being way too distracted by my rats, but they're just so cute. Like, I just want, oh, and there I go again, distracted once again. It's been like so long because I'm way too distracted by my own rats because they are insane, so, and adorable. This next thing, like I said, is a water bottle, but it's usually meant for birds. It could be meant for birds' food or water or whatever. I think it was for food, like it was a bird feeder, but I use mine for water, obviously. So the usual water container looks like this. This is normally what you would get for your rats, but I don't really like these because it's like really small, and when you have rats you need at least two, and I just don't like it because it's just so small. Like you can have like multiple of these and I think it would be fine, but like I love to give them more space to just like drink. So both of these are in their cages. I highly suggest getting one of these. They really like to drink out of like pool type things, so the like pool type thing that this is very, very helpful for what rats like. They enjoy this. My rats drink out of this first. They hardly drink out of this. They prefer this over this. So I also suggest you get it for your rats. It is a very, very good thing to have for your rats, and I promise you they will really like it. As you can tell, this is a big hit, and your rats will be sure to love these. Like, really, trust me, they're like really good. You like your water? She's still drinking. Oh my god, this video is gonna be like 10 minutes long because I'm way too distracted by them. Another reason why I like this, because you can't get them things like bowls like this. I also have this for hay for them. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little bit of hay in there. I need to actually refill it. But that I always find they get bedding inside of it, and I just don't like it because it just gets dirty really easily. Like if you want to keep up with replacing the water probably every day, well, I replace my water every other day anyway, but like just saying, it'll get really dirty really quickly. So this is very helpful because it kind of keeps the water in an enclosed but bigger space, if you know what I mean. So it's not super enclosed where they just have to drink out of this like straw, but it is like open enough where it won't get dirty and is very like where they like it a lot. Earlier I said that I like to give them some dog toys, but also cat toys would be very acceptable for toys for your rats. So this one has like a bell in it. I have two of these. I also have a purple one of these. But these are very good for rats. It gives them like a bell to listen to, I don't know. And you can also even put stuff in there if you want. I usually don't, but you can if you want because they are big enough. Gaps. And then you could also give them these like little pom-pom things. As you can see, this one is very, very chewed. So it's like kind of small, but these are like way bigger. They're like metallic puffs kind of. They're really nice for rats. It gives them something else to look at, and I don't know, it's a cat toy, but a lot of cat toys you can use for rats. So another thing is toilet paper rolls. Now this one is probably self-explanatory. This is for a lot of pets. Like a lot of animals could use toilet paper rolls. This is like a human thing, so like that's why I'm counting it in this video. It's because like humans use this, but this, you can use as chew toys. I'm pretty sure a lot of people with like rodents already know that like this is like a main one that a lot of people use, and very nice. If you just want to like throw it in their cage, that could even be enough. But you can also make little toys. You can cut them up, you can like make balls out of them or whatever. There's like a bunch of YouTube videos online, and yeah, it is a very good toy for your rats. So this is kind of on the random side, but you can also use empty tissue boxes for your rats. That is also a good toy. Some things I use but are not necessary are some pieces of cloth to put on their little platforms. Like see that green thing right there? You can put cloth on the platforms. It's a cute decoration for your rat's cage. You can use that. You can also use towels. I use just regular hand towels that I don't use anymore. They will get chewed up, by the way, so don't use ones you like. But I use like hand towels and washcloths that I don't use anymore for my rats, and they use them as blankets. I've noticed it also kind of, they make their like little nests out of it, because I don't know if you know, but rats are nesting animals, so they will nest with their bedding if they don't have like anything to nest with. So that kind of cut down on their like spreading the bedding everywhere, and that is kind of makes it easier for you, or me in this case, to clean the cage because there's not bedding everywhere, only on the bottom layer. But yeah, I use a bunch of washcloths and towels for my rats, and they use them as little blankets, and it's very cute and very helpful. I just usually wash them whenever I'm like changing their water, or like need to just wash them if they're getting dirty. They do start to smell at some point, but I mean, it's pretty easy to just change them, replace them. Yeah, I have a lot of towels dedicated to the rats. You probably want to see what they look like. That's their little nest currently. They kind of use their towels there to like make a little nest, and they are usually sleeping in there. Today I found Cherry in here before this video started. Okay, so this is where I will be concluding this video. I hope you enjoyed, because this video is getting very long. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other video suggestions or like anything, you can comment them down below. If you have any more things that are used for different animals but you use for your rats, you can comment those down below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.